Okay, so let us start with this miscellaneous exercise, question number 1. So our question is integration of dx upon x minus x ka cube. So what we can do is we can just rewrite this as, we can take this x common and this is how we can write. We had taken x common and this is what we can write. So further we will apply that factorization. So we can rewrite this as dx upon, so now you can see that this is what we can write. Now this question is based on that partial fraction type 1 because we have three distinct linear factors. So it is based on partial fraction type 1. So your next step will be, you will write 1 upon x into 1 minus x, 1 plus x as a upon x plus b upon 1 minus x plus c upon 1 plus x. And after this, you know how to do further things. So this is the hint for this first question. After that, you can complete it yourself. So these are the steps for question number 1. Now, you can complete this question later on. Now, let us proceed with question number 2. So question number 2 is integration of dx upon under the root of x plus 1 plus under the root of x plus b. So question number 2. So this is the expression. Now, what we can do is we will multiply and divide it by under the root of x plus a minus x plus b. So if you do that, then this is what you will get. You will get this as x plus a minus x plus b upon x plus a minus x plus b. So we have just done that rationalization. So after that, when you rationalize this is what we are getting. Now you will just see this x and x will cancel out. A minus b can be taken out of the integral sign and just integrate this and this by using extension formula. So after this, I can write this as 1 upon a minus b integration of x plus a की power 1 by 2 dx and minus x plus b की power 1 by 2 dx. So let me apply those extension formulas. So further I can write this as x plus a की power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. So it will become 2 by 3 minus 2 by 3 x plus b की power 3 by 2 plus c. So this is your answer for question number 2. Just we are rationalizing and then we are applying extension formula. Okay, so next is question number 7. So it is sin x upon sin x minus a dx. Now already we had done this question. Already we had done such type of questions. So let me write down the hint and rest you can do yourself. So you will take x minus a as p and after that you can proceed yourself. So this is the hint for number 7. Next, let us see question number 9. So this is our 9th question. So in 9th question, again you have to do one substitution. So just you will put this sin x as a t. So here what we can do is put sin x as t. So when you do that, this will become dt upon under the root of 2 ka square minus t ka square. So it will become sin inverse t upon 2 plus c. Put the value of t. We are through. So we are just applying that 7.4 exercise. So just one substitution and then easily we can settle this question number 9. Okay, next is question number 12. Just write down question number 12. So here again it is based on substitution. So this is a hint for you. Rest you can complete yourself. You will put x ki bar 4 as t, and after that you can proceed yourself. So after number 12, we have this 13th question. Here, here you will put ex as t. So when you differentiate, you will get ex dx that is equal to dt. So I can write this as dt upon 1 plus t into 2 plus t. Now after this, you know, either we can multiply it and we can do that perfect squaring, 7.4 exercise, or if you want, you can apply partial fraction type 1. Okay, next is number 17. This is f dash ex plus b bracket f of ax plus b whole to the power of n dx. So number 17, here you will put ax plus b as t. So when you take the derivative, it will become a dx, that is dt. So dx can be written as a dt by a. Or let me take f of ax plus b as a t. Otherwise, we have to apply double substitution. When I differentiate it, its derivative will be f dash ax plus b into a dx, that is equal to dt. So that means I can write this as f dash ax plus b dx is equal to dt by a. Now, when I change this question to t form, I can write this as 1 upon a t to the power n dt. Because this is f of ax plus b that is equal to t. So when you take the derivative, it will become f dash ax plus b. Then we had taken the derivative of ax plus t. So that is why we are getting this a. So a can be shifted on that side. Now, in place of this f dash ax plus b dx, we had written t by a had taken out, and this can be written as t to the power n. Now, after this, you know how to do this question. It will be t to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c, put the value of t, we are through. Okay, so after 17, we have question number 8. Okay, now for this question number 8, 15, 16, we need this property that e power log fx is simply fx. So basically, exponential function and logarithmic function, they are inverse of each other. So whenever we have e power log fx, that can be written as simply fx. Like suppose you have this type of situation that e power log sin x, then this can be written as simply sin x. Suppose you have this type of situation, then this can be written as log x square, and which can be written as x square. So here by using third property of log, I have taken this in the power, and then I am using this property, and I can write this as x square. Now let me discuss question number 8. So here in this 8th question, when you apply this property, after applying this property, you will get this x की power 5, x की power 4 upon x की power 3, x की power 2dx. So you can take things common. So x की power 4 can be taken common, and from here x square can be taken common. These two will cancel out, and this can be written as x square dx. So that will be x की power 3 upon 3 plus. Similarly, you can do question number 15 and 16 also. Question number 15 and 16 you can do yourself. They are also based on this property.